I need proof that bottles were out to get me, just in case.
Well, of course, I see what she's talking about now.
We are going to move into the last phase of the nightmare. We may even reach the end of the game. At this point, we realize that we are inside of a snow globe. This is really well done. The idea that we're in a snow globe fits our narrative really well. We can get shaken up and things can fly around, but nothing ever changes. That's a very powerful narrative. Unfortunately, we are watching this scene as a cutscene for the second time in a row now. If we'd played through the scene the second time, and then we watched it as a cutscene the third time, I think that would have some power to it. But we've seen this scene as a cutscene several times now, and it just feels a little bit tired, even if it is from a slightly different perspective. A few of the details are different, like I don't think we had anime hair guy on the front of that magazine before. But there's fundamentally nothing amazingly innovative here. It's just Max going through a piece of horror in her past one more time. We actually have the option to look at a whole bunch of texts. I'm not going to bother. They're relatively cleverly done, but this has been going on forever.
How long will this nightmare go on?
Good question. At least we know we're not actually back here, because for some reason he never undressed us. So the fact that we're in our underwear kind of implies that this is still just a nightmare.
You have the same qualities that I loved in Rachel Amber.
Now, I understand the idea of this scene. This is showing Max projecting her fears of what other people think of her. But I just don't buy it. I don't feel it. The nightmare scene was too annoying, and it ended up not really connecting properly after that really promising beginning.
Let's prove it.
Booyah, Warren. I thought you were all over Max's shit.
She's not all that. So who cares if she doesn't kiss me?
Oh, you should have seen her make a move on me in my room. Hella lame.
Max should see me make a move on you.
Now, in theory, this could be very powerful. Everybody has concerns, of this sort, about what people think of them. But it goes on for a long time, repeating the same motif over and over, and we haven't bought into the fact that Max's personal concerns matter at all.
Drugstore in my room.
Oh shit, look at Max spying on us. Take a fucking picture, bitch. Or take a selfie. See, this is how you bust a
Did I
move,
mention that I
Max.
really like her
Mosh pit for
Sunset
you,
Overdrive
shot bra.
underwear? That's, I
Damn,
like, those are
Victoria.
funny.
You're a real woman. Not a little girl like Max.
I fucking love your tats, Chloe. You're so hot. I can't believe it took us so long to hook up.
Why did you get rewind powers? You don't even know how to use them. Rachel's dead and you're still alive. Life is so not fair. I wish you would have never come back to Arcadia Bay. You're the real Storm.
You had 2 serial killers running around. Well, anyhow, this part is good. We're stuck in the bathroom at the 2 Whales, and this is a wonderful scene. This works very well within the nightmare world, and it works well narratively, and it's just, it almost rescues the entire set of, the entire nightmare world. Not quite enough to rescue it, but it's close. Now, the first thing you might have noticed is that there is nothing written on the walls. All of the walls have been cleaned of all of that dumbass graffiti. But we can't get out. There's a keypad. Interesting. I wonder what would happen if we typed the right number in right at the front. I don't think I want to waste our time on that, though. Oh.
Great. Numbers are all over the place. How will I find the right code?
This is wonderful. This is amazingly good. Numbers are all over the bathroom. And this is a classic image. You're drowning in possible numbers here. You're studying which of these numbers is the correct number to get us out of the room. Is there a special number here. We're gotta find a pattern, some sort of pattern in all of these random numbers. That's a classic paranoid delusional obsession, and it works so well right now. You might be like, what number is it? Is there a number that pops up more than once? Like maybe that 9433, that circled 9433. That looks a little bit weird. Is that the number? Is that the number? Oh, look, there's another one. 9433. Maybe that's the number we need to press. It took me a little while to actually figure out what was going on. The mirror doesn't reflect any number except 1. So all of this chaos here is pretty clearly Max's mind, whereas the mirror, what the mirror represents can be anything you'd like. It could be photography, it could be Chloe, it could be time travel powers, selecting one choice out of many. But there's no denying the fact that the mirror is a powerful metaphor and fits in thematically on every level, and it works really, really well. That was a wonderful sequence. It was also bright of them to choose a number that didn't take much effort to put in.
Don't kill us, Max.
I guess I'll never dance again, Max.
Right when I was about to start a new life in California.
Who the heck are you? Well, this is the scene where people try and remind us of the stakes of the tornado. We've been wallowing with Chloe for quite a while now. We are really focused on Chloe. And the idea that we would let a hurricane hit the town is probably feeling a little bit appealing at the moment. So this is simply an effort to make us remember all of the people that live in this town that we would be dooming if we let a hurricane hit.
I was happy just being your friend.
Honey, I
Why do you
always
want
thought
all your
break
friends to die?
killing
Thanks
me
for
is
saving me.
so-
Carrying the load.
Don't let the squirrels
You'll
die.
have to go without me.
You
Please,
always
Max,
had my
don't
back,
kill me.
and now you're
we
going
can
to let
finally
me
have our
die.
tea session.
Thanks, Max.
Unfortunately, this Max doesn't work. If the focus of the game had been on our personal problems, on our fears, then this Max would work great, but she doesn't because that hasn't been the focus. However, before we talk to her, take a listen. This is one of the few scenes in the game with no background noise at all, and it's very well done and very well chosen.
Who are you? Holy shit, are you serial? I'm you, dumbass. Or I'm one of many Maxes you've left behind.
Let me know if you bought this scene, if you bought the secondary Max here. It felt like a total flat note to me.
Thing, huh? Twist time around your fingers?
I was just trying to escape a serial killer, so it wasn't really my choice.
I tried to help. I only wanted to do the right thing. No, you only wanted to be popular.
No, I wanted to survive a serial killer. Oh, did I mention that the serial killer really ruined this for me? I really need to stop harping on that, sorry.
I do care. That's why I was trying to make friends.
So, the thing about this scene I really like is Chloe is like amazing in this scene.
It's not true. I have great friends. If you guys are good, please stop being innocent. You're goddamn ignorant. You left a trail of death and suffering behind you. That was not my fault, you son of a bitch. Don't you dare let that on that way. Huh. What the crap, that was your fault. Wait, let me guess. You fucked up time and space for your precious punk Chloe? You think she's worth all that? Of course. She's my best friend. Oh yeah, you ignored your best friend for 5 years while she went through hell. Some friend. Chloe does a better job of guilt-tripping me than you do. Because you let her bully you.
Chloe has never bullied us. She's never even come close. Chloe has been very supportive, excruciatingly supportive, throughout this game, and that's part of what makes this game so powerful. A character as flawed as Chloe unstintingly supports us. It's a very powerful tool. It makes us feel pretty a good connection. It makes it feel real.
Stupid. I'm embarrassed to have the same name. And someday Chloe will destroy. Oh hell, speak of the devil.
dude, do not even fuck with her head. She knows what we went through together this week, and you don't.
Even in our nightmare world, we still can't bring ourselves to believe that Chloe would ever say anything bad about us or do anything bad about us. We had a couple of random figments, but in the end, Chloe is our friend and she'll support us. No matter how flawed we are, no matter how flawed we are, no matter how flawed she is, we have a deep connection and we're going to support each other through everything. And that's the point of the game. How far will we go to be with Chloe? The fact that Chloe always sticks up for us and always has our back is super powerful, and it is what makes this game so memorable to so many people. Even though she's a flawed character, she is 100% on our side. You only need one character like that per game, but you should probably have one. This sequence here is pretty good. There's always these sequences in these games where you go back through all of the important events that happened over the course of the game. It might be like Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger, where they just talk about the things that matter to them just as they're engaging the end boss. It could also be done like this, where we literally walk back through our past. So, over the course of the game, we have invested so much in these characters. We've used a lot of tricks to push the player into believing in these characters and putting all of their attention into these characters and making them feel real. And this is the time when that pays off. Now that these characters feel real to us, we can use them as touchstones. We can draw that power back out and get the player pumped for the final battle scene, or in this case, the final ending social scene.
Storm is coming.
Max, start from the beginning. Tell me.
Ton of work went into this. Very, very well
Let's
done.
talk about your superpower. Epic. I pledge allegiance to Max. Welcome to American Rust.
In most games, these flashbacks are focused on the overall stuff that happened. In this game, it's focused entirely on Chloe, because the story is about Max and what she's willing to go through to stay with Chloe.
As long as you're my partner in time. Max, you better come check out these files. It's not
Cowabunga!
Why look, and
Let's call it a draw.
Oh,
Cowabunga!
why look, an otter in my water. Your power is changing Photobomb!
Photo hog.
these are super memorable scenes. I wonder what's here if you don't kiss her.
You're hardcore, Max. Now I can text Warren and tell him, oh, we could cruise everywhere in this bad boy. Can you see us heading down the coast of Big
This
Sur
really
beyond?
does prepare you for the end scenes. This is exactly what you do just before you engage the last boss. And in our case, there is no actual physical last boss, but we still have to engage the final choice, the big problem. And this leads up to that, just as it always does in every game. Just before you get to the end, you have to go back and pull all that power out of the whole play of the game. Everything that has gone before, you pull power out of it, and you get the player real excited for the last couple of minutes.
Wasn't the first. All those binders are filled with.
Rachel! Oh, Rachel, no, please not her!
We're going to stop here, even though this is a pretty short episode, because I want to dedicate a whole episode to the ending.